ever get that feeling like there are all these forces at play in the world shaping things, and most of us are totally clueless?
Right, like we're missing the whole picture.
That's exactly what today's deep dive is all about. We're talking about a hidden force in the 2024 election. And no, it's not some conspiracy theory. We're talking cryptocurrency.
Which, honestly, might as well be a conspiracy for how hidden it's been.
We're diving deep into this article that breaks it all down, how crypto money is quietly, and I mean quietly, infiltrating U.S. elections.
It's really fascinating. While everyone's focused on the usual suspects, the parties, the donors, the voters, this other force is at work, quietly wielding a ton of power.
Yeah, and it's an election year. It's supposed to be all about we the people, right?
Right, the power of the vote, all that.
But this article, it's claiming nearly $120 million of crypto cash has been pumped into this election.
Let me get that right.
$120 million.
Almost half of all corporate donations.
Which begs the question, why? Why are they spending so much? What's the strategy?
Well, think about it. This election could make or break the entire crypto industry. Regulation, how it operates, everything's up in the air.
So they're trying to buy influence, basically.
In a way, yeah. Imagine if your industry's future was on the line. Wouldn't you open your wallet if you could?
I guess, but it's not just the amount, right? It's how they're spending it that's shady. The article talks about this tactic donating through super PACs that don't even mention crypto.
Exactly. Super PACs, for anyone who doesn't know, are these groups that can raise unlimited money. Corporations, unions, wealthy people, they all pour money in.
So they can spend it to support or oppose a candidate, but they can't work directly with the campaign.
You got it. They're this shadowy force, influencing elections without anyone knowing who's really behind it all.
And these crypto PACs, they're pushing these really general messages, right?
Right. Things that resonate with voters, economic growth, individual freedom.
But subtly steering them toward candidates who support crypto.
Exactly. Without ever revealing their true motives. And you know what? It seems to be working.
Oh, yeah.
In the primaries, crypto-backed super PACs, their preferred candidates, won 86% of the time.
86%? That's insane. See, I would have thought crypto was a Republican thing.
It's easy to assume that, right? But it's way more complicated.
Okay, so spill the tea. How's it more complicated?
Well, the crypto world is playing both sides. They're donating to Democrats and Republicans.
No way. So they're hedging their bets.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, we don't care who wins as long as they're pro-crypto.
Yeah.
And it's actually caused some serious tension, even among, get this, Trump allies.
Wait, really?
Yeah, some candidates are being attacked by crypto-funded PACs.
So they're not afraid to turn on people, even within their own party.
It just shows what their goal is, right? Shaping regulations, not picking sides.
They just want to secure their future.
Exactly, regardless of who's in charge.
It's kind of creepy, right? This whole invisible hand thing deciding elections.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if politicians even care what we think anymore.
Yeah, it's all about the Benjamins, right?
Right. And that brings us to, well, this is where things get really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It's like politicians are tripping over themselves to support crypto now.
It's true. They can smell that crypto cash.
It's like a gold rush, but instead of gold, it's digital tokens.
Digital influence, yeah. And they're practically begging for it.
So are you saying this is all just a big play for campaign donations?
It's a huge factor.
Huh?
Even Vice President Harris, she's pushing blockchain and digital assets in her campaign.
Wow, so even the higher-ups are in on it.
They see which way the wind is blowing.
It's crazy how fast things change when there's money involved.
Money makes the world go round, or so they say.
And the most shocking example has got to be Trump.
Oh, you mean his big crypto U-turn?
The guy who wouldn't shut up about hating Bitcoin a couple of years ago.
Now he's promising a strategic crypto reserve if he's reelected.
It's like, who are you and what have you done with the real Donald Trump?
Right.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder who he's talking to these days.
Seriously, it's like, are there any politicians who aren't trying to get a piece of this crypto pie?
It's tempting, right? Big money, potential for growth.
Yeah, but at what cost, right? It's like our whole democracy is being bought and sold. And here's the kicker, most Americans don't even use cryptocurrency.
That's the disconnect. All this influence, and for what? The average person isn't buying groceries with Bitcoin.
Exactly. The article said only 7% of Americans held crypto last year.
And even less actually use it for anything.
It was like 1%, right, for payments and stuff.
Something like that. It's a tiny fraction.
So we've got this tiny group of, crypto whales shaping an election that affects all of us.
That's what's so unsettling. It's like This industry, most people don't understand, has this crazy grip on our political system.
And it's not even like this huge grassroots movement. It's a relatively small group of people with a ton of money.
And they know how to use it.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem, this hidden influence, the money. But what do we do about it? How do we fight back?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
Okay.
And honestly, there's no easy answer.
Great.
But one thing's for sure, we got to shine a light on this. The more people know about what's going on behind the scenes with crypto and politics, the better.
People need to know so they can demand better.
Exactly. From politicians and the crypto industry. Accountability.
Yeah.
Voters deserve to know who's funding the policies they're being asked to support.
It's like, whose agenda is it really?
Right. And we need stricter rules on campaign finance, especially with these super PACs.
They make it so hard to track the money. It's like, who are these people?
It's practically designed to be confusing. Transparency is key, but this feels bigger than that.
It's like a systemic thing, right?
Exactly. It's not just a few bad apples. This is how the system works.
Yeah.
A small, wealthy group gets to decide for everyone else.
So where do we go from here? Seriously, give me some hope.
It starts with us, the voters. We have to be informed. We have to look beyond the slogans and the promises and actually understand the issues.
And follow the money.
Absolutely. Who's really benefiting? Don't just take their word for it. Do your research. Critical thinking, that's more important now than ever.
And if you're listening to this and you're fired up, what can they do?
Make your voice heard. Tell your representatives what you think. There are organizations out there fighting for campaign finance reform. Support them.
Yeah. Talk to your friends, your family. Make this something we're all talking about.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, a healthy democracy needs informed citizens. It needs U.S.
Well said. So, as we wrap up, we have a question for you, our listener. In a world where money equals power, how do we keep our democracy truly by the people, not by the crypto?
That's something to chew on.
Right. This has been a fascinating deep dive. A little scary, honestly, but that's how these things go. Big money, political games. It makes you really wonder about the future. Until next time, keep asking questions, stay informed, and stay curious.